What's up everyone, it's ScoobyBigEars here and welcome back to another video. Today in this video we have tons of NBA 2K21 news, so let's get right into the video. But before we get any further, make sure you subscribe to the channel and like the video as it helps out the channel a lot. So basically the other day, the PlayStation 5 had a reveal event, and NBA 2K21 was expected to be there, and of course they lived up to the hype and they were there, but they of course did the 2K thing and showed us one of the worst trailers ever, like a 30-second gameplay video of Zion dunking with just sweat, which we all expected. But one thing that really stuck out to me was the sweat and the eyes. The sweat just, you could see the pores this year, I don't know. That just like looked good, and the eyes just looked more realistic this year. And that's all we really got. After that, we got a little Instagram trailer saying that the game will only take 3 seconds. That was the big takeaway. And we had a Ben Simmons trailer the next day saying that you're not ready and there's going to be so many choices for us to choose and that we are not ready basically. But one thing that stuck out to us was you're not ready when they would bleep out and censor stuff, and that's like their marketing this year. They're not telling us stuff. Basically YouTubers are getting these cards with blanked out stuff and they're saying we could play in the G League or we can go college and we could feel the crowd this year. But the one thing we get about the neighborhood is we don't know. It's redacted, which means it's censored. They knew we were going to be able to find out, so they don't want us to know. That is their whole marketing technique. But Shakedown 2012, if you don't watch him, you should go subscribe to him. He's saying that we're going to get a My City this year. We had the parks, we had the neighborhood, now we get a city. You know, it goes up each year. 15, 16, and 17 we had affiliations. 17, 18, 19. I'm at 18, 19, and 20. We have the neighborhood. You see the pattern here, 3 years, and we get a new thing. And if you don't see the pattern enough here, look at this. 16 and 17, same affiliations, no changes at all. Neighborhood and 18. 19 and 20, same neighborhood, no changes. What's next? Another change. What's bigger than a neighborhood? A city. Now, why did they even get rid of affiliations? Because we couldn't travel enough. We were stuck in the same place. Now, Ronnie 2K contradicted himself by saying that basically we're excluded to one neighborhood right now. There's 8 courts. With parks, we had,
That's obvious.
here's Ronnie saying
That's
it.
whatever. I want park affiliations back. But how do we do it in a logical, practical way? We have been concerned about splitting people in different places. Like that was the issue. Like if you were sitting in Sunset Beach, you wouldn't come over to, like you would be siloed to that. Obviously, you could travel, but you'd have to reach a certain rep. Anyway, all of that was a struggle, right? So how could we do that from a business perspective? Like that would make sense. So like the 2K17 system did not work. You guys enjoyed it. You definitely enjoyed it. I enjoyed it, but it did not work. That's why it went away. If it worked, then it wouldn't have gone away.
So basically, Ronnie contradicted himself here, and he was stuttering a lot, which he does when he lies. So I personally don't believe him on this thing, and that's why the next day, after everybody was disappointed, we get a thing, a leak from G2A via Phantom, basically saying affiliations are back. Now, I don't really believe this, as it has a lot of lies. The grammar is bad. It looks like someone's just trying to get clout. But basically, there was some stuff that we had to believe in here. Like 97 on new haircuts. Ronnie 2K said that we were going to get new haircuts, so it kind of made it believable. But the one thing that I really want to focus on is the last like 2 sentences where it says the main hub, the world, is the player's gateway to an experience with friends and the rest of the community. Affiliations are back. Choose between 5 affiliations and rep your old 2K17 affiliation. And the release date is 2020, September 3rd, and it's going to be, according to Shakedown, he says they have a, he can't really leak it yet, but he's saying due to past marketing techniques, it's probably going to be September 4th, which is, around that time. But the affiliations and the world kind of makes sense. It's kind of like the city, like what Shakedown was saying. Make it so that we don't have to be a certain rep to travel, There's 5 affiliations, and in the center we could have the park, the neighborhood that we have right now, and just make it like current matchmaking, but like, make the neighborhood, a little different, and just have, Sunset, Old Town, Rivet, and then like 2 new affiliations. That way you're talking about, there's 8 times 5, that's 40. You're talking about 48 courts because there's six parks, 5 affiliations, 1 neighborhood. That's crazy amount of courts. Like the one thing, the neighborhood doesn't work either because half of it, the 2K18 neighborhood worked better than the 19 and 20 due to, the servers, how it ran, like you pass that certain sign, you would get disconnected. Basically, nobody plays. The 2K20 neighborhood is so dead. Every time I go on, it takes me like 30 minutes to find a game. That's why we need affiliations back. Now, you did have to be a certain rep to travel in 2K17, so I do see what Ronnie was saying, like once you choose one, you were stuck. But, it wasn't that hard. You only had to play like 10 games to be able to travel. So it wasn't that bad. I don't know why Ronnie was saying that. So basically, I'm saying they get rid of the rep. Maybe they make it so you could, maybe fly. Maybe let's say you pick Sunset, you're in Miami, or you're in Venice Beach if you pick Sunset Beach. Rivet, you're in like New York. Old Town, you're at like someplace in Texas maybe. I don't know. Maybe you're at some fairground up north. I don't know. California. I don't know. And then if you want to go to a different neighborhood, you could, get on a plane and fly. Or they could just make it so that the neighborhood, and maybe like you walk down an alley and that leads to a place. But that doesn't really feel realistic, like how 2K's been starting to go to more of the realistic thing. It's probably going to be kind of like how GTA has their open world, how you can go to the beach, but you could also be in the city and also be in like kind of like the, like the rivet part of it, like, the industrial part of it. But that's basically all I got for this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video.